WWN Thames. get on with it here. Yeah, you know what fines are all about. Come on. There you have it, folks. We have a huge man that's set for tonight. Jim, we have a 16-man A-Club team battle against Ayala. Why don't you go ahead and pick it up for the rest of the show? Thank you. Is set for one ball. 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday Night Mayhem. I am your host for this evening, Alex Green. Joining me in the commentation station, one half of Better Together, Ori Gold.
Hi Alex, good to see you. Good to be here on Monday Night Mayhem. And we open up the night with Rick Thames announcing the big Gauntlet match for the #1 contendership for the Proving Ground Tag Team belts.
And we are kicking things off. Salazar de la Muerte, the Shooter, Alex Vendetta, and we are underway.
Alex, last time we saw Salazar was at the last WWN Super Show when he lost to Sage Scott.
In a brutal ladder match, which you can relive. The VOD is live, WWNLive.com. And the Shooter, Alex Vendetta, with the Schoolboy, looking to pick up an upset win.
Salazar is pissed, Alex.
He just ran over Alex Vendetta. Alex Vendetta, this is his third appearance at Proving Ground, falling short to Rafael Delgado and Richard Adonis. And Salazar, just like you said, coming off the brutal ladder match.
Vendetta is trying to prove his worth on the WWN roster. And right now, he's picking up Salazar, but Salazar, he's so smart. Such a veteran in the ring, dropping Alex. Right
belly to back suplex right in the middle of the ring, and they don't call him the Executioner for nothing, Ori.
Nothing. Salazar is well experienced. There's a reason he was the #1 contender for the WWN Proving Ground Championship. And I promise you, Alex, he wants to get back to that. He wants Sage Scott. He wants that championship.
And that is why we do it each and every Monday night from the world-famous OCC Road House in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. It's the shot at championship gold, the shot at fame and fortune. And Salazar is lighting up the Shooter.
Salazar, he's trying to get back to the top of the mountain. He knows he lost. So that's why I think Alex the Shooter is in a very dangerous spot tonight. He's in the ring with a very dangerous man that hits hard and will not stop till he gets whatever he wants.
And that seems to be a theme for Alex Vendetta. Think about it. Richard Adonis, Rafael Delgado, Salazar de la Muerte, three of the toughest competitors in Proving Ground.
Good thing for Alex, he's been here week in, week out, training, building the ring, and he's getting his opportunities. He's trying to prove that he belongs on the WWN Proving Ground roster.
They don't call it Proving Ground for nothing. And we are live on YouTube, live on Facebook.
Every single week, we're never gonna stop. WWN is here to stay, and Salazar,
Jawbreaker from Alex Vendetta off the rope, and he eats a European uppercut.
That's why Salazar is so smart. Did you see Alex Vendetta ran away from Salazar, and Salazar took that opportunity and got back to him.
But the shooter just knocked down Salazar with a back elbow, caught him out of nowhere. And then with a head of steam across the ring, the shooter with the splash.
Big splash.
Salazar sent for the ride.
Alex the shooter eats an elbow.
Salazar saw it coming.
Big clothesline by Alex. This can be his opportunity. Alex, I think we might see an upset today.
And Alex Vendetta looking to capitalize here. Hoists up Salazar and a Michinoku driver right in the middle of the ring.
Oh my God,
he hooks the leg.
Oh, Salazar kicks out at the last second. I'm telling you right now, Alex, I did not expect this match to go this way. Alex the shooter is trying to prove he belongs against the top dog, Salazar. And he's getting there. You can do it, Alex. Come on!
And what is Alex Vendetta, the sharpshooter, looking for here? He's created the separation up to the second rope. Discus forearm out of nowhere, and that has got to be all she wrote.
Great effort by Alex.
A big win for Salazar de la Muerte here in our opening contest. Episode 20 of WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. For 20 weeks, we've been bringing you action just like this, live and free.
Salazar has picked up the momentum. He lost at the Super Show, but now he's back on the winning streak. And I'm sure he's gonna try to climb to the top of the mountain once again.
You know, all eyes got to be in full Impact Pro Heat Stroke July 13th, live on WWNLive.com. Tickets available now at OCCRoadhouseNation.com.
You know, I have my eyes set on that Stroke pay-per-view very much. I want to prove Better Together I belong in that. And Salazar wants to believe. Can't even speak. I'm so excited about Heat Stroke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. And his opponent,
And what a second contest we have here. Ori Gold, the lethal Brian Atomic, and the debuting at WWN Proving Ground, but no stranger to the World Wrestling Network, Wheezy T comes to Monday Night Mayhem.
Welcome back, Wheezy T. Representing the Gifted. He's ready to fight. He's been fighting with a knee injury, but now he's back, willing to prove he belongs.
Wheezy T returning at 100%. Brian Atomic here, and we are underway in what should be what I would call a barn burner. Wheezy T with a roll up early on, super kick.
Big super kick from Wheezy T. Like we said, Alex, he's on a mission.
Who can forget some of the incredible contests from back in the day of ACW Proving Ground? One of my favorite matches, it was the Gifted versus Culture Inc. ACW Proving Ground 2019. And Wheezy looks to regain form here in this contest.
This match started hot. Wheezy, he's on a roll. Brian Atomic should recover real quick if he wants to win this match.
And referee Jay Taylor's gonna have his hands full, as of course this action's going to be fast-paced. And we would like to thank our sponsor, Territory Tees. They help us bring you the action each and every week. Check them out at territorytees.com, where nostalgia meets the ring, or come to the shows. They're right here. You can see Sam right at the Territory Tees station. Pick up one live, territorytees.com.
This is a hard-hitting match already. Chopping each other back and forth. Wheezy is on a roll. Atomic is with a huge roll-up.
Both men incredibly gifted, if you will.
See what you did there, Alex.
Wheezy, the asthmatic assassin. Brian Atomic, absolutely lethal striking offense. One knee, one elbow, foot stomp, and it's over.
Alex, I wrestle Atomic. He's a very dangerous man. I also wrestle Wheezy. He's also a very dangerous man. So this is a great matchup to see if Wheezy is back in Proving Ground. Blind.
And we've seen Gianna Gage and Wheezy T of the Gifted. That can only make you wonder, is Logan Cruz and Shogun right around the corner?
That is a great question, Alex. A question that I'm interested in.
And Wheezy T fighting out. Brian Atomic in trouble here. And he goes for the Hurricane Rana, but Brian Atomic catches him, kicks to the back, and dumps him right on his head. Gut wrench from Brian Atomic. What unique offense.
Oh my God, Alex, this match is a banger already, like was promised.
Gut wrench into the turnbuckle, and Wheezy T is in trouble here.
Wheezy kicks out of two. This match very back and forth. Sometimes Wheezy's on top, sometimes Atomic is on top. That shows you both competitors are really
equally matched. Size, experience, strength. When you look at this on paper, they're almost identical. They could almost be brothers, Ori.
The crowd is behind Wheezy T. Wheezy T needs to get back up. He needs to listen to the crowd. Come on, Wheezy. They're with you.
Wheezy T, a favorite here in Pinellas County. And Brian Atomic has the front face locked in, going for the suplex, but Wheezy T fighting out of it.
Wheezy's back. He's giving up on him, and that shows you how smart Brian Atomic hit. With his kicks, with his throws, he is focusing on Wheezy's back.
And speaking of the throws, belly to back suplex right there, middle of the ring, lateral press.
Is that it?
And notice how he puts the hand right on the face, making you expend more energy, disrespecting you while going for the win.
Brian Atomic is a very, very smart professional wrestler. He wants to win. He doesn't get paid by the hour, Alex, let me tell you that. So he wants to finish Wheezy real quick.
And what a night it has been already here at WWN Proving Ground. Not to forget the epic 8-team tag team gauntlet for the #1 contender to the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship, which you are in later tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm there. Better Together are going to win the gauntlet. I won't tell you what number we do. Trust me, we're going to win the gauntlet. We're going to beat the Miami Boys for their championships.
But on top of the gauntlet, WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship, WWN Multimedia Championship. And Wheezy T is up to his feet here, but that front face lock just wrenched in, choking the life out of Wheezy. He already can't breathe. He has asthma.
You're right. I think Atomic is trying to make him tap out. Atomic is trying to finish this match.
And Wheezy might be unconscious. Look at him stumbling.
That's one.
The arm is limp. He might be unconscious here. Front face lock.
That it?
And Wheezy barely hanging on.
Wheezy fights from underneath. Oh, and he gets Atomic to release the chokehold. He needs to get a breath real quick before Atomic gets back on top.
And Wheezy T fighting with everything he's got. He was on the brink of unconsciousness and now creating separation. Series of forearms. Wheezy T lines it up. Brian Atomic sees it coming, but huge Enziguri kicked him right in the mouth, Ori.
Big Enziguri, and just like that, Wheezy T is back on top, picking Brian Atomic.
Fireman's carry position. On the knee.
Oshi, is that it?
Hooks the leg. 1, 2. How in the hell did Brian Atomic just kick out of that? That was incredible.
Huge kick out by Atomic. Wheezy T, just like that, switches the momentum. Everything can happen in this match. Who's gonna win?
Both men showing you why they are world-class athletes here. Wheezy T looking to put it away. Brian Atomic fighting out. I think he caught him with a knee there. He staggered. Wheezy ducks. Both men back and forth, struggling for the win.
They're both going for the backslide. Who's gonna get it? Is somebody gonna get it?
And neither man has a height or a weight advantage, but Brian Atomic flips over, use the ropes.
Huge spinning kick by Brian Atomic.
And it hit the mark right on the button. Spinning back kick, and Brian Atomic, best foot stomp ever.
No, Wheezy, covers 1, that's the finish. Oh my God.
What just happened?
Just like that, Brian Atomic rolls up Wheezy T with the small package for the win. He was going for the best foot stomp ever.
Wheezy T almost pulled it out. Brian Atomic changed the pinning predicament. Wheezy T. What an incredible return, but Brian Atomic, he shows you the Atomic formula is a winning formula.
What a great competition between the two. Great turn match for Wheezy T, but at the end of the day, Brian Atomic came up on top.
And this is the kind of action you can see each and every Monday night, OCC Road House. Streaming live on Facebook at WWN Promotions. Streaming live on YouTube at WWNLive on YouTube. What a win. Brian Atomic back on track here. And he really is one of the most lethal competitors for the last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following women's contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Locke! And her opponent.
And it is time for women's action here at WWN Proving Ground. And I am here with the champ of champs here at the World Wrestling Network, the Shine Women's Champion, Kelsey Reagan. Welcome to the commentation station.
You better hype me up. You better hype me up. Shine Champion.
The Shine Champion. And you are in the house to see a blossoming women's division here at WWN Proving Ground. And referee Donald checking both ladies to see if they are ready. And we are underway. And Kelsey, the women's division here has been blossoming. We now have a WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion in Scotti Sosa.
Yes.
You have to believe that both of these ladies, Jacey Locke and Emily Love, want to get on that radar. And speaking of championships, Shine 83 Live, August 10th. Will you be defending your Shine Women's Championship?
Obviously. Do I miss a Shine? No, I'm the champion.
And tickets, RoadhouseNation.com. Streaming information, WWNLive.com. And Emily Locke, Jacey Love, both of these ladies trained with Jay Lethal. Jacey Love continuing her training with Alistair Black in the Dark Arts Wrestling Academy. And you know both these ladies want to impress WWN officials, may perhaps even get a shot at you at the Shine Championship at some point in their careers.
Oh, I'm sure. Obviously. Jacey, I do believe she's training with Ace Still now.
Is she? At the Foundation.
Yeah.
That's an incredible place. Natalia Neidhart, Ace Steel.
Very, very good.
Emily Locke set for the ride. Jacey Love coming in.
Bandera. Well, she's
back and forth between these ladies. Jacey Love back in, rolled through. Goes for the clothesline, but we see the Matrix into the roll-up. Absolutely incredible action here. And what a takedown into the pinfall. Incredible action here. And then a drop kick from the luxury Jacey Love. And your boyfriend's favorite wrestler asking for a timeout.
I think Emily is a little too much than she bargained for, right?
Emily Locke making her debut last week. And there's some of the underhanded tactics that Exodus is known for, utilizing the ropes, creates the separation, and the tides of turn, just choking Jacey Love. And we will see later tonight, WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship. Scotti Sosa defends against Speed Demon BiiBii. And Jacey Love in trouble here.
Oh, she better move out the way. Oh, she caught her.
Hip attack, and that was nasty. Broke right to the throat.
Beautiful
then a
clothesline. I hate to say it, it was beautiful.
Series of offense, flurry from Emily Locke. Lateral press, hooks the leg, but only a 2 count. Goes for it again, making Jacey Love expend more energy to keep fighting.
But Jacey still gets to her feet. She's still fighting.
And Emily Locke asked for silence and then lights up Jacey Love with the knife edge chop.
Oh.
Make it 2 of them. Will we see a trifecta?
She better, yeah, there you go, girl. Get her back. That's what I'm talking
Jacey
about.
Love, those chops fired her up. And there is 3. And from across the ring with a head of steam, Emily Locke out of the way. What an incredible contest here, and then hip attack. Signature Emily Locke right here, and then the cross body. Absolutely devastating, nowhere to go.
That's gotta be it, that's gotta be it. Oh, and she kicks. She still kicks, she's a strong one.
Jacey Love showing the determination, kicking out of that car crash that we just witnessed. Incredible contest here, Kelsey.
Look at the trash talking from Emily.
And Jacey Love giving it right back.
Jacey's got the crowd behind her. They want her.
The fans are coming alive at the OCC Road House for this incredible women's contest.
Yes, girl.
Jacey Love with the kick. back elbow. Absolutely incredible here. Russian leg sweep right in the middle of the ring. Emily Locke's in trouble, float over, hooks the leg. Only a 2 count. And this match is definitely what I would call Shine level quality. Incredible matchup between these two.
I am very impressed with both of these girls.
And Jacey Love looks like she was going for her signature neck breaker, but Emily Locke rolls through.
Oh, she was going for the lock and key.
Back and forth.
A spear.
And a spear from Emily Locke. Could that be it?
Do it. Yes. 1, 2, 3. No 3.
Referee Donald right in position. Only a 2 count. And the grit and determination from Jacey Love on display. Emily Locke has put everything into this. She just ran her over. And it looks like she's calling for it. The lock and key. Jacey Love has none of it. Reversal.
Oh, I do believe that's got to be it.
Here is your winner, the luxury, Jacey Love.
Absolutely incredible match from these two. Emily Locke on the short end of the stick because Jacey Love hits the neck breaker. Game over. What a contest.
Well-deserved win from Jacey Love. Well-deserved. But Emily, she stayed strong, but Jacey was just a little bit stronger.
The Shine wrestling roster better be on notice because that was absolutely incredible. Your winner, the luxury, Jacey Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, our following bout is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
And you want to talk about the future of professional wrestling, where you're looking at it right here, right now. That freaking Rich Poor Ayala, the grown-ass man, Daniel Lacey, and we are underway. Two of the top competitors, both men in incredible shape. Both men known for their hard-hitting offense. Both men, you know, want to impress WWN officials, continue to rise in the ranks, looking at FIP each stroke July 13th on WWNLive.com. And the two bulls lock horns. When I saw the card released this week, this is one of the matches that I put a star next to because it is two of the absolute top competitors. Once again, FIP each stroke July 13th. Tickets, RoadhouseNation.com. Streaming information, WWNLive.com. Once again, Richport Ayala, Daniel Lacey, lock horns. And Daniel Lacey going, fighting through wrist lock. And it's been a few weeks since we've seen Richport Ayala after that brutal strap match at WWN Super Show Mercury Rising. An RPA up to his feet, reversal. And I don't think anybody's done that to Daniel Lacey since he debuted here. And a beautiful arm jack from Richport Ayala. And that freaking Rican is fired up. Belly to back suplex right in the middle of the ring. Referee Jay Taylor right in position, but only a 2 count. And WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem each and every week. You get to see action like this. Free general admission, streaming free on YouTube and Facebook. And Richport Ayala goes for the suplex. No, he goes for the power slam. The strength, but into the ropes. What a nasty counter from Daniel Lacey, using the ropes to his advantage. Dropping him neck first. And that might be the moment the grown-ass man needs. Hooks the leg. But it might take some underhanded tactics to keep Richport Ayala down. He is one of the toughest men in the World Wrestling Network. You've seen Richport Ayala in the strap match, the bull rope match. We've seen what the Emerald Empire's done to him, and he still comes back for more. Daniel Lacey just standing on his head. The pain and the disrespect at the same time. Daniel Lacey's known to be a little vile, a little snaky, a little underhand, and a knife-edge chop from the grown-ass man. And Richport Ayala is staggered. But a huge forearm. Make it 2 of them. Richport Ayala fighting back. Daniel Lacey sent for the ride, reversal. Richport Ayala off the ropes. And a beautiful drop kick from Daniel Lacey. And he is proud of himself. That was beautiful, that was on point. But it was not enough to keep Richport Ayala down. But right on the button, right on the jaw. Daniel Lacey making the smart decision, staying right on top of his opponent, choking him out, putting that body weight right on his throat. And referee Jay Taylor giving him the count to 5 to break it. And once again, disrespect. Using the athleticism to jump over the top rope, gives him the punch to the face, taunts the fans. But Daniel Lacey in control in this heavyweight contest. And now just wrenching on that neck, that injured neck of Richport Ayala. And you hear the fans let Daniel Lacey know how they feel. You suck. And Richport Ayala trying to create separation, trying to create some breathing room to get some offense in here, and off the ropes, that freaking Rican, he throws the line, but Daniel Lacey saw it coming. Fireman's carry position, and he just planted him. And the grown-ass man has some words for Richport Ayala, and he climbs to the second rope as he going for that signature old school elbow drop. No, he goes for the club and he eats a boot. And he might be out on his feet. He didn't see that coming, and that foot right on the jaw. Both men are down. And this might be the moment that Rich Port Ayala needs. And you hear the fans cheering for Rich Port Ayala. RPA trying to get to his feet. Daniel Lacey's up. Forearms from that freaking Rican. Irish rip, reversal. Rich Port Ayala off the ropes with his whole body, a back elbow. A lariat turns him inside out. What a contest. And a snap DDT right in the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. Only a 2 count, but flurry of offense from Rich Port Ayala. And this match has lived up to the billing. RPA has momentum. The grown-ass man is in trouble. And now is Rich Port Ayala gonna go for Port Authority? No. Daniel Lacey with the chop. Rich Port Ayala with the forearm. And both men standing their ground. And he's going for the Uranagi. Daniel Lacey, series of back elbows to fight out, kicks to the gut. Fisherman's Buster in the middle of the ring, hooks the leg, he's got the fingers locked. 2.99, but Rich Port Ayala, the seasoned veteran, barely gets his shoulder off the match. This match will continue. And Daniel Lacey lines him up, goes off the ropes. Rich Port Ayala out of the way, he saw the knee coming. Goes for the Port Authority. Daniel Lacey lands on his feet though. Ducks the line. O'Connor roll. No, rolls through Rich Port Ayala. What a pinfall.
Here is your winner, that freaking weekend, Rich Port Ayala.
Both men jockeying for position, but Rich Port Ayala, what the hell was that? Daniel Lacey with the running knee after he lost. Rich Port Ayala won the match, fair and square. And there's De La Vega. There's Rafael Delgado. They're in the main event later tonight in the tag team gauntlet. They run the grown-ass man out of the ring. But what a matchup ruined by the tactics of the grown-ass man. Rich Port Ayala wins. Incredible contest, but the sore loser Daniel Lacey with the running knee strike. But that's one win for the reset tonight. And can Rafael Delgado, Gus De La Vega go on in the main event gauntlet? Can they become the #1 contenders for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship later on tonight in our main event? But once again, incredible contest. That freaking Rican picks up the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And it is for the WWN Multimedia Championship. Introducing first.
And it is now time for our first of 2 championship matches on the evening. And Izzy Vaden, after his impressive win last week against TJ Brady, gets a shot at the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis. Richard Adonis winning that championship right here at Monday Night Mayhem against Sideshow. And then who can forget the incredible last man standing match, which he refused to put that on the line, that Multimedia Championship on the line against Jay Sky. And then he won in a triple threat against the Rapture Brothers. Now let's send it to Jim for championship announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger, standing to my right. He hails from Gainesville, Florida. Weighing in at 240 pounds, the lifeguard, Izzy Vaden. And his opponent, he hails from Orlando, Florida. Weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the reigning and defending WWN Multimedia Champion, the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis.
And we are in the era of the Silver Snake. This is the champion's second defense, and who can forget the incredible triple threat match against his former brothers, Jared Diaz and Jay Sky. But the lifeguard gets his shot against the Silver Snake right here. And this will be the biggest opportunity in Izzy Vaden's young career. And referee Donald calls for the bell, and we are underway. And as I said before, the lifeguard getting this opportunity after getting a pinfall victory over TJ Brady last week. But TJ Brady and Richard Adonis are absolutely 2 different beasts. And Izzy Vaden with the side headlock early on here. But the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis, slides out. And he is known for working on the elbow and the shoulder. Impressive series of reversals going right into the pinfall, spins him around, disorient your opponent. That quick already, Richard Adonis says, you're already a second away from losing, Izzy. And the lifeguard getting the fans behind him here. He's gonna need those fans if he is to pick up what would be the huge upset here. And what a pinfall from Izzy Vaden. Out of nowhere that quick, and he's showing Richard Adonis what you can do, I can do better. And I am shocked that he gets the taste slapped out of his mouth for it. And now Richard Adonis with the side headlock, leaning in, putting all that pressure on. Izzy Vaden sends him for the ride. And Richard Adonis just ran over him. Drop down, leapfrog. And what a jawbreaker from Izzy Vaden. Snap mare. Impressive flurry of offense from Izzy Vaden. And not what I expected. And that's what it's going to take to win this matchup. And the lifeguards going surfing here at the OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida. And Richard Adonis, that will infuriate the Silver Snake. You can see it in his face. And Izzy Vaden gets the slap back. And now he hoists him up. Body slam. And he just threw Richard Adonis in the deep end of the pool. And what is he looking for now? The lifeguard in control and Richard Adonis getting out of the pool. Looking to take a breather here. Izzy Vaden catching the Silver Snake off guard. And now he's surfing on the ring skirt. That can't feel good, both physically and mentally for Richard Adonis. But he goes for the elbow drop. Richard Adonis rolled out of the way. And for someone who likes to dislocate shoulders and hyperextend elbows, Richard Adonis got to be happy with that outcome. And a knife edge chop. Izzy Vaden thrown into the ring. And the Silver Snake has turned this matchup around. And this is not where Izzy Vaden wants to be. And what a kick right to the side of the head. You can hear Izzy Vaden choking on his own whistle. And Richard Adonis just inflicting punishment here. Nasty knife edge chop from the Silver Snake. And Izzy Vaden sent for the ride. Richard Adonis put his entire body into and Izzy Vaden like a car crash into the turnbuckle. And the experience of Richard Adonis showing here. Now Izzy Vaden trying to fight up from his knees. And Richard Adonis having none of that. And Izzy Vaden, sunset flip right in the middle of the ring. That was close. That damn near was 3. And Richard Adonis took Izzy Vaden's head off, but not enough to keep the lifeguard down. He's still breathing. This matchup will continue, but Izzy Vaden looking impressive here, standing toe-to-toe with the Silver Snake. And now Richard Adonis perhaps feeling himself, saying, you ain't got nothing on me, and he's going for it here. Izzy Vaden fighting out. Both men jockeying for position. What a reversal. Back and forth, Izzy Vaden with the pin. And both men, double clothesline, and both men are down. The whole ring shook. That was like 400 pounds colliding in the middle of the ring. I don't know how either of these men are trying to stand up right now, but the WWN Multimedia Championship is on the line. And Izzy Vaden getting the better of it here. Series of clotheslines. Scoops him up, slams him down. And are we going for signature lifeguard offense here? Off the diving board with the splash right in the middle of the ring, and Richard Adonis is in trouble. And Izzy Vaden looked to pan over Richard Adonis with the counter, but a sling blade from the lifeguard. And now the lifeguard is lining him up. What's he looking for here? Richard Adonis with the nasty half-and-half suplex. That was absolutely disgusting. And then the knee strike like a car crash in the middle of the ring. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Up and down middle of the ring.
Here is your winner, and still the WWN Multimedia Champion, the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis.
And the era of the Silver Snake continues. Your winner, and still WWN Multimedia Champion, Richard Adonis. The lifeguard, impressive, putting his all into that one. But the Silver Snake, just too much for him here. And it's action like this you can see each and every Monday at the world famous OCC Road House. You can reserve your ringside seats at roadhousenation.com. And Richard Adonis saying nobody is safe from the Silver Snake, and he proves it once again here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
What a unique contest we have on our hands here, as we have the Italian heavyweight boxer, the massive Iron GIRO, returning to Proving Ground to take on Samuel C. And of course, Samuel C, one half of the Rewind Society, a former ACW Cruiserweight champion in the history of WWNLive. But he has his work cut out for him, and a man who's twice his size. Iron GIRO, of course, making his debut a short time ago, falling short to Jake St. Patrick, and then falling just short to Tony Donati. And we are underway. Iron GIRO, an Italian heavyweight boxer, still learning the sport of professional wrestling. But the massive Iron GIRO just tossing Samuel C to the side. Sam C's gonna have to use that speed and agility. And you see it on display right there. Up and over, under, duck. At one point, Sam C's moniker was the fastest man in wrestling, and you see him trying to utilize that speed here. But Iron GIRO might have him caught here. Just throwing him up on the shoulders, fireman's carry position. The power on display. And Iron GIRO might have it over already, goes for the pin. And you gotta think, how much energy do you have to expel to kick out when such a big man is putting all that body weight? But Sam C gets the shoulder off the mat, but he is in trouble early on in this matchup. He was looking good at first, but now Iron GIRO just bringing the pain. Sam C trying to do whatever he can, trying to chop down those legs. And Iron GIRO having none of it. And you know he would love to pick up his first win here on Monday Night Mayhem against a former champion. And now Sam C using those quick punches. Anything to stagger Iron GIRO. And Sam C off the ropes. But the powerhouse catches him and plants him. And now hooks the leg, it might be over. And Sam C might have bit off more than he can chew here in Iron GIRO. And look right in the midsection, that could break a whip that knocks the wind out of you. And Iron GIRO, one of the biggest competitors here at the World Wrestling Network. And he looks to become a problem here at the World Wrestling Network. And Sam C hoisted up. Fighting out. And Iron GIRO eats a boot, that was right on the button. Sam C moves out of the way, ducks the punch, but GIRO trying to catch him, both men jockeying for position. And Sam C just got caught. Huge punch, he might be unconscious.
Here is your winner, the Big Italian Bear,
And he cocked that punch back, and he put all that body weight behind it, and he hit his mark and knocked Sam C right out. I cannot believe it. Out of nowhere, one punch, Sam C was down. And Iron GIRO picks up his first victory here at the World Wrestling Network. In shocking fashion, if I do say so myself. Sam C was trying to use that speed and he ran in right into a Mack truck of a right hand. And you can tell Iron GIRO impressed with himself here. And you can see action like this each and every Monday from the world famous OCC Road House, Clearwater, Florida. Make sure to stay tuned to WWN Live on all your social media for talent, match announcements, promos, old school videos from the WWN Vault, more. Valiant effort from Sam C, but when the 300-pound man hits you with a vicious punch to the jaw, sometimes that is all it takes. And I think it's time for our second championship match of the night. It's time for the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship. Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger, standing to my right. She hails from Newark, New Jersey. She is the Puerto Rican Speed Demon, BiiBii. In her opponent, she hails from Columbus, Ohio. Representing Shaky and Bake, she is the reigning and defending WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, Scotti Sosa.
And it is WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship time. And the history of that championship is being written right before your very eyes. Scotti Sosa, your first ever WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, winning the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship tournament, which capped off at Super Show Mercury Rising. Speed Demon making it to the semifinals of that tournament. But Scotti Sosa incredibly winning the entire tournament and successfully defending it last week against Anastasia. And the champion taking control here in her second defense. And both women have been impressive in the ever-growing women's division here at WWN Proving Ground. You saw it earlier tonight with the incredible contest between Jacey Love and Emily Locke. And you're going to see it right here with Speed Demon BiiBii and Scotti Sosa. And another place you will see action like this, Shine 83 live August 10th with the best women's athletes in the world. Will showcase what they can do. Tickets, roadhousenation.com. Streaming, WWNLive.com. Scotti Sosa just took Speed Demon BiiBii down, back elbow. And both women jockeying for position. Scotti Sosa from across the ring. Speed Demon BiiBii moves out of the way. And now up to the second rope. This match getting dangerous quick. Scotti fighting her way out. Scotty's run through the tournament, nothing short of incredible. And you see it right there, Matrix maneuver into the arm drag. And Scotti Sosa, one half a shake and bake. The first ever WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion. And you know, Speed Demon BiiBii, this is probably the biggest match of her very young career. And could she cap it off with the win? And right there with the snap suplex, that's one way to do it. But the champion back to her feet quickly. Speed Demon BiiBii with one of those big punches. Both ladies fighting back and forth. And a Scotti sidestepped and Speed Demon BiiBii all the way out to the floor. And the champ in control here early on. And now it looks like the champ going out after her opponent. And a crossbody on the outside with the Speed Demon. With the power, catches her. Scotti Sosa fighting out. Back and forth. Who is going to gain control in this matchup? They are brawling on the outside early. And Scotti caught the post. Reversal kicks her right in the stomach. Neither woman can gain the upper hand. Back and forth. And they're going to have to get back in the ring. The title is on the line. Speed Demon BiiBii sends the champion back in. Speed Demon BiiBii ducks the clothesline but eats the back elbow. And the lights are bright. The pressure is on. The championship is on the line and the champion. Double clothesline. Both women down. They were both thinking the same thing. And we are at a stalemate here. Neither woman has been able to get the upper hand. Back and forth. The fans are coming alive at the OCC Road House. And Scotti comes out of the car crash a little better off. No, she does it back and forth once again. And what's going to happen here? And she just plants her right in the middle of the ring. And I thought that was absolutely it. Scotti Sosa hosted Speed Demon up and planted her right in the middle of the ring. And there it is. Speed Demon BiiBii with the reversal. Do we have a new champion? Incredible. Neither woman able to capitalize back and forth. Every time somebody looks to get the momentum swinging their way, the other with some kind of incredible counter. And now Speed Demon looking for that signature elbow drop. Up to the high rent district. This match getting dangerous. But the champion out of the way. Speed Demon BiiBii crash and burn. And the champion in control here. And a DDT right in the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. How did Speed Demon BiiBii get her shoulder off the mat? And you can tell the champion wondering what is it gonna take to keep the Speed Demon down. Back and forth. Once again, Scotti Sosa. But Speed Demon BiiBii sees it coming once again. Schoolboy. But still unable to keep the champion's shoulder down for the count of 3. And Speed Demon BiiBii with the backstabber. Hooks the leg. That has gotta be all she wrote. But the champion gets her shoulder off the mat. This matchup will continue. How did Scotti Sosa manage to get her shoulder off the mat of the incredible backstabber? And once again, this match getting dangerous as Speed Demon BiiBii goes to the top rope. But Scotti Sosa sees it coming. 2 forearms and Speed Demon BiiBii falling down. Unable to capitalize, going for that elbow once again. Now Scotti Sosa looking for a snap suplex. Speed Demon BiiBii spins through, hoists her up. And Scotti hits it out of nowhere, incredible. Shake and bake.
Here is your winner, and still the WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, Scotti Sosa.
In an incredible matchup that went back and forth the entire time. Scotti Sosa's championship reign continues with out of nowhere with the cutter. Bubbles for everyone. Scotty's gonna have a pizza party. What an incredible contest. And is that La Brava in the entranceway? The story still written to be written there as La Brava made it clear to WWN management that she should have been the first one to get a shot of that title since she was a finalist in the tournament. And now La Brava making her way to the ring. What is going on here after an incredible match? And La Brava making her point, frustrated that she hasn't got her shot at that championship since she was the finalist in the WWN Proving Ground Championship tournament. But you can see the finals that were at WWN Super Show Mercury Rising, the VOD on demand, WWNLive.com. And I'm sure when La Brava gets the opportunity, she will be one to capitalize on it. The Sixth Sense. But right now, your winner, still champion, Scotti Sosa. And now, main event time, 18 Gauntlet.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the It is a tag team gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. 2 teams will enter the ring after each bout. Another team will enter. The final team standing will be your new #1 contenders for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. Right now, let me introduce your special guest referee, Rafael Gonzalez.
He's the
Introducing first, here's their opponents.
We are about to be underway with the unprecedented 8-team tag team gauntlet. And the winner will be the #1 contender for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships, currently held by OCC Road House favorite, the Miami boys, Chris Malachite, Puma Johnson. But the ever-growing tag team division showcased here in this 8-team gauntlet. We're starting off with Lemuria, who through lottery. And number 2, the Dark Kloudz to get bundles, Eric Darkstorm. And to get bundles, just hammering away on Damien Gemini. And now we had received word, WWN management, that they were upset because Lemuria had not paid them for when they had swapped them out to face Better together just a few short weeks ago. And now they're looking to get those bundles, because if there's one thing the Dark Kloudz don't do is let bundles get away and across the ring, and he eats the post. And that was nasty, and you don't want to suffer an injury early on. There's still 6 more teams to enter the gauntlet. And Lemuria clearly upset with being in this match #1. They made it clear they thought that Rick Thames and the Puerto Rican Hound Dog had something to do with it, but the order was purely done through lottery and chance. We give everyone fair opportunities here at the World Wrestling Network, and 1 was Lemuria, 2 was Dark Kloudz. You just so happen to owe him $500, TJ. And now to get bundles, putting the boots on TJ after being sent to the floor early on. And here comes Eric Darkstorm. The Dark Kloudz bringing the pain to Lemuria. And we've seen them take on Better together. And then we saw them just recently picking up the win over Jack and Mac, KJ Mac and Jack McGuire. And now they are looking to put away Lemuria. And this is why you pay your debts, kid, because if you don't, sometimes people show up and punch you in the face for it. And now you see it boiling over between Damien Gemini and Rafael Gonzalez. And TJ Brady let him know to focus. But TJ sent right in to Damien. This is not where you want to be. And they just planted TJ Brady. And that's a 3 count. That's our first elimination, is Lemuria. Hey, Damien Gemini is attacking Puerto Rican Hound Dog. Rick Thames running from the booth, TJ Brady on the attack. The Dark Kloudz are moving on in this gauntlet, but Rafael Gonzalez is supposed to be the special enforcer of this matchup. But Lemuria putting on the attack, and now they're getting out of dodge. The commissioner, Rick Thames, clearly pissed off. You are trying to ruin our main event, Lemuria. You can't. There's obviously going to be hell to pay from WWN management for this, but don't let it get lost. The Dark Kloudz just beat the former champions to open the gauntlet. And you can see how upset Damien Gemini and TJ Brady are. They have to get Rafael Gonzalez out of there. We need to switch refs. And it looks like they're get Rafael Gonzalez out of there. And that knee strike was vicious and from out of nowhere. But we got to get the next team out here. And Papa Dog coming awake. Rick Thames helping him. It looks like we have a referee to replace Rafael Gonzalez in the ring.
Introducing the next opponents.
And while they're getting Rafael Gonzalez, that was supposed to be the special guest in for the next team making their way to the ring.
380 pounds, James Wolf, Cole Manson, Dream Catchers.
And we still have 5 teams to go. WWE officials have taken Rafael Gonzalez out of this match and replaced him with the referee. Referee Donald's in there, but now we got the debuting Dreamcatchers, Colt Manson, James Wolf, and they're gonna have their hands full with the Dark Kloudz. And they said it was gonna be mayhem. Well, it has been mayhem all night. And the second team, or technically the third team in the Gauntlet, the Dream Catchers. And you know they're gonna wanna impress here in their debut. But Eric Darkstorm to get bundles. The Dark Kloudz are not here to play. We saw that as they put the beat down on Lemuria. But now, James Wolf in the corner. And to get bundles, putting the beat down. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Territory Tees. Check them out, territorytees.com. And Eric Darkstorm choking James Wolf behind the referee's back. And this is James Wolf's official debut. We did see Colt Manson once before. But James Wolf has not had a chance to get any offense here in this huge 8-team main event gauntlet. And James Wolf floats over. Series of punches. And then a big forearm from James Wolf. In comes to get bundles. James Wolf has created the separation. And then a kick right, 2. And then what is all of his body weight just standing on the neck? That is not way to get bundles. And then Colt Manson all the way from his corner. And both teams struggling to get an advantage. In comes Colt Manson. To get bundles, runs him over. And now sent into the corner with force. And the Dreamcatchers have been in trouble from the jump on this one. And a huge, incredible tag team flurry from the Dark Kloudz just out of nowhere. Mr. Fuji Splash senton in and then just taking James Wolf out. Incredible flurry. This match has been nothing but mayhem from the start. Special guest enforcer taken out. Referee replaced. Colt Manson's head was just taken off with a back elbow. And I'm getting word from the doctors in the back. The Puerto Rican Hound Dog was knocked unconscious. They are treating him for a concussion. Currently, Eric Darkstorm off the second rope. Alabama Jam leg drop. And that is 250 plus pounds jumping and landing on your head. The Dream Catchers better figure out something soon or they're gonna be on Dream Street. A shot at the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions on the line. And out of the 8 teams, only Lemuria has been eliminated. And who will continue on and just plant it in the middle of the ring. And a nonchalant cover from To Get Bundles. And he is not happy with the officiating. And James Wolf taken out once again. Colt Manson trying to fight back. And the Dream Catchers, Colt Manson in trouble. They've not been able to get out of the gate. Huge opportunity here. And you're seeing the experience of the Dark Kloudz. But Colt Manson back body drop, creating the separation. And both men looking to tag here. And Colt Manson between the legs. Here comes James Wolf. But James Wolf got caught and planted.
The winner of the second bout, Dark Kloudz. And the next opponent, weighing at a combined weight of 390 pounds, non-stop CJ Mallory, and the Neptune, Neptune's Trident.
And Neptune's Trident throwing a little disrespect to the Dreamcatchers on the way out. But Benji Neptune and Neptune's Trident, former tag team champions with Oscar Weiss. And you know they want to get back into the and CJ Mallory tagging himself in. The blind tag on Benji Neptune. Benji Neptune, former tag team champion, the life coach of the team. But CJ Mallory taking it upon himself here, and that looks like a huge mistake. CJ Mallory in trouble early on. And how impressive have the Dark Kloudz been. Collecting the debt on Lemuria, putting away the Dream Catchers. And they might have CJ Mallory done already. The life coach looking on, disappointed and concerned. You know he's got to have his eyes on the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship as a former champion, the life coach. But non-stop CJ Mallory, 2023, 2024, I mean, most punchable face in WWN Proving Ground as voted by the fans. In trouble here. Bundles and Darkstorm just relentless. They put away Lemuria and the Dream Catchers. Is Neptune's Trident next on the block? I mean, Dark Kloudz are looking to run the gauntlet here if they want a shot at the Miami boys. And non-stop CJ Mallory trying to turn things around. Obviously, fatigue has to start playing a factor at some point, but nasty Nasty knife edge chop from Eric Darkstorm. And the showcase of the tag team division, we have already seen Lemuria, Dark Clouds, Dreamcatchers, and Neptune's Trident, and there's still 4 teams to go in the Gauntlet, and that does not include our champions, the Miami Boys, Chris Malachite, Puma Johnson, and you know they have to be at home watching this live on YouTube at WWNLive or on Facebook at WWN Promotions and seeing all the different talent styles. You know, they're scouting their opponents. And to get bundles all the way across the ring, just crashing into CJ Mallory and then sending him down. Flurry of our offense. And to get went all the way to the floor, blind tag from Darkstorm, and CJ Mallory just planted. And Benji Neptune looking concerned. He feels it's Benji time, but CJ Mallory, since tagging himself in the first second of the match, has got nothing but pummeled and beat down. Eric Darkstorm up to the second rope with bad intentions. He goes for the boot. Darkstorm sees it coming. Goes for the elbow, but non-stop CJ Mallory out of the way. Benji senses this is his moment. And here comes Benji Neptune, fired up. Clotheslines and forearms for everybody. It is it, Benji time. Huge spinning back elbow. Oh, Benji was fired up. He has it in control. And what is CJ Mallory doing? That has got to be a huge mistake. That's your life coach, CJ. He has them both knocked down. And CJ Mallory tags himself in, but right in. Scattered shower, stick a fork in him, he's done. And Neptune's Trident has been eliminated. That is 3 for the Dark Clouds. 3 wins for the Dark Clouds, but that sounds like the reset. And this might be the toughest test that the Dark Clouds have seen yet in this Gauntlet. Rafael Delgado de la Vega, the reset. The Mad Hatter. And De La Vega is starting against Eric Darkstorm, but this is the 4th opponent for the Dark Clouds. They have been storming their way through this tag team Gauntlet. Lemuria eliminated. Dreamcatchers eliminated. Neptune's Trident eliminated. What's wrong with CJ Mallory? And then Gus De La Vega off the ropes. Can they make it 5 with the reset? De La Vega just plants him on his face. And De La Vega, Rafael Delgado, no stranger to Proving Ground. They are not youngsters. De La Vega's lighting up Eric Darkstorm. And the Mad Hatter's making his way into the ring, the Dominican powerhouse. The biggest man of the reset, of course, with Richport Ayala. And Delgado in control here. And who can forget Delgado's impressive win last week in under 3 minutes, putting his opponent away. He is on a roll. Can he continue the streak here? And you know that Eric Darkstorm and the Gut Bundles have to be feeling the fatigue here in this matchup. They have faced 3 other teams, 4 other teams at this point. But they have the ring isolated. Rafael Delgado in a corner, ring cut in half. Veteran tactics from the Dark Clouds, trying to get a breath, but look at that huge forearm. Delgado, ball of fire. But to get Bundles, he was not ready for that. But he may be the Mad Hatter now, but the Dominican powerhouse is nothing to play with. He was the hitman of the original set. But how have the Dark Clouds managed to last this long in the Gauntlet? Looking to run the table here. And obviously the Dark Clouds looking to slow things down, trying to catch their breath. They've been in this thing for a while, but now here comes De La Vega, the freshest man of the bunch, and he is a ball of fire here. Pump, fake, drop, kick, hits its mark. And to get Bundles catches him, but a miscommunication from, oh my, I think I saw some booty, but they got the pinfall. The reset. And once again, mayhem breaks out. The Dark Clouds eliminated. And they tried to get the jump on him, but unable to. They defeated 4 teams. But we have another entrant. The gauntlet continues. And out of the gates, ball of fire, Exodus has entered the gauntlet. And it has been mayhem from the get-go. The Dark Clouds were clearly upset that they didn't pick up the win, but you took on 4 other teams. But now, everything breaking down in this gauntlet. Jack Josh sent De La Vega into the post. And that was a tag team running back elbow pile driver. What did I just see? Out of nowhere, the reset eliminated. I cannot believe what I just saw out of nowhere. Tag team pile driver. But reset has been eliminated. The next team is on deck, but what just happened?
And their next opponents,
and the Seyden twins are the next entrant into this gauntlet, but I cannot believe what I just witnessed. The absolutely stunning upset. Exodus coming in, ball of fire, and eliminating the reset. But now we have the debuting Seyden twins against Exodus. And the two of the newest members of the tag team division here at WWN Proving Ground on display here in this huge main event. And the Exodus getting out of Dodge. And they have Emily Locke ringside. And I'm still absolutely stunned. Running back elbow pile driver combination. De La Vega sent to the post and the reset eliminated. And now perhaps Exodus, after all the chaos, pandemonium, and mayhem, looking to slow things down a little bit. The Seyden twins making their debut, Brock and Brady. And the blossoming tag team division here on Showcase. So many different teams, debuts. And they're all gunning straight for the Miami boys. And you gotta think what an incredible upset would be if the Seyden twins or Exodus could come out of this matchup #1 contenders. We saw Exodus debut last week against Better Together in an incredible contest. This is the Seyden twins' official debut. And so far they are not letting go of the headlock. Jack, Josh looking to turn things around here. Go behind, reversal. And Jack Josh just sent him to the floor, head first. That was nasty. And now Body Bundy with Emily Locke just putting the beat down on the outside. And Exodus coming into the Gauntlet with a game plan. They knew the reset were gonna be a problem. They came in ball of fire, shocking and stunning everyone. And then taking the debuting Seyden twins and isolating them, sending them to the floor, and Jack Josh, Body Bundy running them over like a Mack truck. And then looking to tear a groin. That had to hurt. Body Bundy with the pinfall. And we are getting late in this Gauntlet. This is team 6 and 7. An incredible tag team offense from Exodus. Goes for the pin. And they almost had the win. The Seyden twins barely able to get their shoulder off of the mat. And Jack Josh feeling himself here. They got the rainbow sparkles and leopard print gear on. They're feeling good here on a Monday night as they put the beat down on the Seyden twins. And referee Jay Taylor with his hands full, giving them to the count of 5. And Exodus using every second of that. Trying to create some separation. Incredible DDT! And that's the moment the Seyden twins need. Creates the separation, looking to make the tag. And here we go. Ball of fire, clothesline, back elbow, another clothesline. And it's the Seyden twins moment. Belly to back suplex right in the middle of the ring. And they are fired up here tonight at the OCC Road House. They have tag team championship gold on the mind. And what are the Seyden twins looking for here? Tag team offense. Jack Josh sent into the corner, up and over. Snap German suplex. Absolutely disgusting. And now what is Jack Josh looking for here? Shining Wizard, head off the bottom rope. That was nasty. Hooks the leg. That's gotta be it. And we are down to our last team. And there's one team to go. And right away, balls of fire. We saw these two square off last week. Better Together picking up the win. Better Together go flying. And this is the final two. One of these two teams will go on to face the Miami boys at a date to be determined. But Exodus might have bit off more than they can chew. This is Better Together. This is the best tag team in the world. Nobody does it better than Better Together. Off the top rope, hooks the leg. How did Body Bundy kick out of that? And of course, if you tuned in last week, these two squared off with Better Together, showing Exodus just who the best tag team in the world is. And Jack Josh on the outside. Body Bundy rolls through and almost had it there. What an upset that would have been. And an enziguri from Hadar. Discus forearm from Ori. A shot at the tag team championships is on the line. But Jack Josh right there before the ref could even get in position. Jack Josh turns it around, says Hadar to the floor. Ori Gold off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl, head scissor. Ori Gold, absolutely incredible offense. He is fired up. Better Together have made it known how important the Proving Ground Tag Team Championships are. But Jack Josh, he just racked Ori Gold across the ring post. Now Jack Josh has a hold of what is happening here, rolls through. And I thought they had it there. But Ori is taken out. Super kick from Hadar. Body Bundy is down. Ori is down. Back and forth, Hadar. And there is Emily Locke up ringside. What is she doing up there? Emily Locke holding off onto the referee. And was that a low blow? I don't know, I couldn't quite see it. And a spear in the middle of the ring on Hadar. Where is Ori? Where is, no way.
Here are your winners and your new #1 contender to the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships, Exodus.
And with Emily Locke's help and a distraction on the referee, an inadvertent low blow. And Exodus are now the #1 contenders for the Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. The bullseye is set on the Miami boys, but I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Exodus came to Monday Night Mayhem with the plan, and they're walking out of this main event winners, pinning Better Together. And there is no world that is not absolutely shocking. You can see the disappointment on Ori and Hadar's face. The tag team division here at Proving Ground growing. Exodus making a statement. What a main event. And you can see action like this each and every Monday night. I'm Alex Green for WWNLive, the OCC Road House, WWN Proving Ground. Thank you and good night.
Boys, you did it. You are now the #1 contender for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. Who you got? Tell them. Talk about it.
You know, singles match, tag match, faction warfare,
Gauntlet.
6-man, gauntlet, don't matter. 3 teams, 3 W's, and we're your new #1 contenders, baby.
And who we have next? The Miami boys, the 305. Well, just like the Miami Heat after LeBron James left y'all, we gonna leave you in a puddle of nothing and irrelevant in WWN. Bow!